الفريق في الشابتر السادس هيكون مكون من اللاعب ودكتور هارلي سوير وجيبلي، وطبعا هندخل في مواجهة مع البروتوتايب، وكل شخص هيعمل الحاجة اللي هو بيعرف يعملها. يعني مثلا اللاعب هيحاول يهرب من البروتوتايب، ودكتور هارلي سوير دايما هيفضل يتفخر بنفسه وقدراته قدام البروتوتايب ويضحك. اما بالنسبة لجيبلت فكل اللي هيعمله ان هو هيفضل يتفرج علينا. بجد فريق اسطوري، انا مش عارف احنا هنهزم البروتوتايب ازاي، يعني بجد المفروض هيبقى فيه معجزة في الموضوع، يعني مش عارف بجد. وبجد بقى اعذروني على صوتي لان انا بجد انا صوتي زفت، عارفين انا خفيت من البرد ولسه كده، يعني مش فاهم صوتي ماله.
Why did Mommy Longlegs actually try to kill us in Poppy Playtime? You see, in Chapter 2 she makes a very specific deal with us. If we can survive all 3 of her twisted games, she will give us the train code to escape, and we actually beat every single game. But instead of letting us go, she completely loses her mind, breaks her own rules, and decides to hunt us down. So why did she try to kill us despite us beating all her games? Well, if you see Mommy Longlegs in your room, it's because you haven't liked and subscribed. Anyway, she finally realized exactly who we are. See, the player was an ex-employee of Playtime Company, and we know Mommy Longlegs is only hostile to the factory staff. She literally recognized us as one of the exact employees who tortured her and the other kids, and she decided to take her revenge.
Maybe most likely, the prototype does not want to.
Mommy Longlegs has the saddest Poppy Playtime story. So in Chapter 2, she's introduced as this terrifying spider-like monster who hunts you. That's because the game wants you to see her as a villain, but she's anything but that. You see, there are clues in the game that point to her being a former employee and a mother named Marie Payne. But one day, scientists dragged her away. For days, they would stick needles in her body to rewrite her genetics. Now, she's known as Experiment 1222. But why is she so aggressive? Well, she sees the other experiments as her children. She isn't trying to kill you for fun. She's trying to protect her family. That's why it's so tragic that in her last moments,
Did you know Mommy Longlegs may have secretly suffered more than any other experiment in Poppy Playtime? Because before she became the monster chasing us through the factory, she was being psychologically tortured every single day. Chapter 5 quietly reveals how horrifying Mommy Longlegs' life inside Playtime Co. actually was. Every morning started with Miss Gracie waking her up through a television screen, and that's when the testing began. Just like Huggy Wuggy, Mommy was forced to sort figures into different containers based on instructions shown on the monitor. But if she made even one mistake, she would instantly get electrocuted. But before this gets disturbing, like this video and subscribe, unless Mommy Longlegs might appear
and stabs him straight through the back. You can literally see the blade go through his chest. There is no way any normal human could survive that. Then the prototype lifts the player and drops him into the poppy gel barrel. Everyone thought the player was dead, but somehow he survived.
Gdzie światło?
Właściwie to nie zapłaciliśmy za prąd.
Ktoś za to płaci?
Ty nie! Ja tak!
Chwila! Całe żarcie będzie do dupy!
Ono już jest do dupy!
Then, the next Playtime Co-employee who became an experiment was Dr. Harley Sawyer. Now, Sawyer's story is very different from Thomas Clark's because Thomas chose to become an experiment, but Sawyer didn't. As we know, Harley Sawyer was one of the main creators behind the Bigger Bodies initiative itself. He helped create many of the horrifying experiments we see throughout the game. But eventually, Playtime Co. betrayed him. After the theater incident, the higher-level executives turned against Sawyer and trapped him using his own technology. They captured him, strapped him to an operating table, and transformed him into an experiment himself, which honestly makes his story incredibly ironic because the man who spent years turning other people into monsters eventually became one himself, and with that, Sawyer became another Playtime Co-employee transformed into an experiment. But then we arrive at one of the darkest stories in the entire series, Preston Willard, because Preston was actually the first
Whoa, I thought you were dead.
My death was greatly exaggerated. So, you're the punk I've heard about.
Eso era todo. Yo me río del miedo, carajo.
Shall we see what she looked like?
Our special guest is going to be thrilled. He's going to kill them all. No, Candy, not Poppy. She's always been his favorite. I think she's a little asking Annie. She is a little asking Annie. Oh, please take me out of my case. Oh, please rescue the orphans. Oh, please blow up the whole factory.
Did you know Mommy Longlegs' final line in Poppy Playtime may reveal the prototype's darkest secret? Right before Mommy dies in Chapter 2, she doesn't just scream because of the grinder. She says something far more disturbing. "What have you done? He'll make me part of him." And that completely changes the meaning of her death. Because in that moment, Mommy Longlegs was not afraid of dying. She was afraid of what the prototype would do to her afterward. Before we continue, like and subscribe, or don't be surprised if Mommy Longlegs crawls across your ceiling tonight. Now here's where the theory becomes terrifying. Seconds after Mommy dies, the prototype's claw reaches down and drags her body away, which proves she already knew exactly what was coming. And later chapters make her warning even darker, because the prototype
Well now, this is a rather interesting turtles. My name is Harley Sawyer. There are no places you can hide, not from me.
A bad toy.
Das ist Poppy! Nein, das ist nicht Poppy! Das ist Hagi! Hi Freunde, ja, es geht endlich weiter. Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Broken Things. Wir haben endlich Chapter 5 erreicht. Ich habe euch gesagt, dass ich nach Chapter 4 eine kleine Pause einnehmen werde. Ihr habt mich wie immer zu bombardiert. Die beschissene Poppy Playtime Pause konnte ich nicht genießen. Dankeschön. Egal, was ich während der Pause gepostet habe. Ihr habt mir geschrieben, ich soll Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 zocken. Oder Five Nights at Freddy's. Wartet, ich habe das schon mal gesagt. Five Nights at Freddy's? Ich mach keinen Spaß, das könnt ihr euch irgendwo reinstecken. Ich spiele kein Five Nights at Freddy's. Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 spiele ich auch nur, weil ich diese beschissene Poppy Playtime Reihe begonnen habe. Und ich mache diesen Fehler nie wieder. So.
Where are you going, Poppy? It's rude to leave a party early. You don't want to be rude, do you? Gotta hide. Nice try. Yeah! Get back here! No, no, no! She got away! Uh-oh, Lily. Someone is going to be very upset with you. Everything has to be perfect for our special guest.
Like, hello! Look at how tiny he is! Oh, man. I think if I pick him up, it'll turn him back to normal. Oh, yep, it does. Perfect. All right. Enough of the wide jokes, all right? It's not funny. Or is it? Me when I go get seconds at dinner. It gets funnier the more you look at it. When one of your relatives goes, oh my, have you grown since the last time I've seen you?
It's like, yeah. That's kind of how it works.
Hold on. Why does he look so disappointed? Oh man, is it more funny to be like this? Oh my gosh, how does it break like that? Oh, that's weird. Oh, I just realized he's...
So, during the hour of joy, it seems death was too nice of an option for Miss Gracie Green. The experiments had something better in mind.
Miss Gracie, open the door! We won't hurt you!
All of them, I think. I don't know how many. They took apart Robertson. They literally took him apart, Todd.
Just sit. Security forces will get you. God damn it. Mass casualties in the game station.
Don't tell me to sit, Todd. These little monsters are trying to kick down my door.
Open the door, Miss Gracie. We just...
Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is releasing next Wednesday on Xbox. I can't wait!
One of the most complex stories out there, with hours of lore spanning across games, spin-offs, books, ARGs, and more. But today, I've put every single piece of the story we have gotten so far all together to create my complete Poppy Playtime timeline. Disclaimer, this timeline is my opinion of the Poppy Playtime story based on all the lore we've gotten so far, but I hope you guys enjoy this movie-length video. Our tale starts in the year 1930 with a man named Elliot Ludwig. Elliot was your average everyday family man with a wife and a daughter living a happy life. But Elliot,